The first week we talked about peace being a verb. It's a means of how we can learn to relate to each other with harmony and cooperation and recognition of the value of one another and then integrating those values. The next week we talked about peace without compromise, how we can keep our light burning in the midst of it. We don't have to dim our light in order for there to be peace. We find a way to shine our light, to be who we are in a space that allows us to harmonize and allow others to find their way to shine their light in that space that allows them to harmonize. Peace without compromise. And then last week, Patrick talked about Jesus' walk of peace. Goodwill to the earth and the will to do good. I thought that was beautiful. Peace on earth, goodwill to man, peace on earth, the will to do good. So we learned many things about peace, and how have you been doing? Has anybody noticed that which is not peaceful within you has been rising? Anytime we're learning something, we get to learn, right? We get our little experiences. So today we're going to talk about world peace. Everybody take a deep breath. World peace. You realize that Jesus Christ did not set up a government when he came. He did not focus on the governments. He did not focus on the structure of our society. He set up no hierarchy within his disciples. He actually told them, no, don't set up a hierarchy. Don't make one greater than the other. Every man is equal. He also said, don't create rules. Follow your heart. He gave them many, many guidelines. Everything he taught them was about going within. How to feel love within their heart. How to change how they reacted and created in the world. And then the world would reflect and bring better love, peace, and goodness back to them. It was an internal transition that he guided them to, not an external world dominance. There was no rules that he set up in the outer that men should follow. It was all about going within. So he did not put the responsibility of the world on one man. He did not put it on a religion. He said every man is equal, and every man should give according to his ability. Do you remember? Every man should give according to his ability. And we are all unique, are we not? Okay. I would like to just read one thing that he said. This is in the Aquarian, 84:11. And he's talking with some people about living the life instead of creating an outer form. And he said, a simple godly life may win 10,000 souls to purity and right. A simple godly life can win 10,000 souls to purity and right. He did not say win 10,000 souls to Christendom. He did not say to my religion. He said to purity and right. And purity and right is who we are inside. We are all children of God. This is what we know to be true. Each person who walks, who is animated on this planet, has a spark of divinity within them. We are all seeking to develop that in Christ. We use that term Christ, become aware of our connection with God as Jesus Christ taught us. To become that realized God child. To purity and right, to know within what is pure and what is right for each individual. And don't you think that would be a peaceful, harmonious world if we could move into that space? Okay. The impact of one life, changing 10,000 souls. You know, we have talked about for many years, the microcosm of the macrocosm, the greater. And within the macrocosm, the whole is the microcosm. It's the one cell that is a mirror reflection of the whole. It has within it all of the energies. So if one cell begins to generate something different, to vibrate differently, will it impact the other cells? Mm-hmm. It'll begin first to impact the cells around it, and then it would impact the whole. It would begin to shift and change the whole. So, stay with me on that for a moment. So now we're going to talk about our government. Take a breath. Okay. Do we we believe that our government speaks nice to other countries while still harboring ill will toward them. Okay. So, then the question becomes, do you speak nice to other people while still harboring ill will toward them?
Yes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay. Do you see? We cannot ask our government to be any different than we are. And remember what Jesus said about ill will. If you have aught against your brother, you're not in the light. Go and figure it out. Let it go. Let go your expectations. Don't want them to be what you want them to be. They can be right, you can be right, but let go the tension, the drama, the attachment. If you have aught against your brother, heal it. And if you have aught against your brother, deal with it and don't just speak nice to him. Do you not think he hears your thoughts? Do you? He does. He does. Being a teacher, any teachers out here? Do you not hear every thought of your students? Very loudly, do you not? And you forgive them because one day you know they hate you, and one day they'll love you again, so you just kind of roll with it. But we hear, we feel, we perceive. Okay? Do you think that our country invests money and energy in things that promote our power instead of our love? Do you invest money and energy in things that support your power instead of your love? Okay. Do you see? Peace comes within. Peace is within. And I could ask you to think about everything that you complain about our government. And I would ask you to look within and see how you are participating with that concept in your own life. And you know, a lot of you would buck up and say, now Cindy, you're just wrong on that one. We have to do these things. We have to be unjust. We have to work behind the scenes. We have to manipulate as a government. We have to do these things because we're just humans. And I would say to you that that may well be human history, but that is not human behavior. That is only the way we've always done it. And you can look at the world right now. We are sitting in the results of how we've always done it. Do you understand? So when we're talking about world peace, have we done it pretty good? Yeah. Do we have room for change? Yes, we have room for change. Human history does not equate to human behavior or human potential. We really can rise to that higher level. But when we look at our government or any government in the world, and if you have a buzz, if you have an attachment, if you have anything that you're not at peace with, you can disagree. It's fine to disagree. I wouldn't do that. But when you're attached, I want you to look at, does it in any way reflect anything that you need to heal within you? Everybody take a breath. Isn't this fun? All right. Anything that you buzz on is your opportunity to change. It's your opportunity to change, and as we change, we impact the whole. The micro and macro, we shift energy. It affects. And then there is the concept or the theory of the unified field. Are you aware of that? Metaphysics 1 in our class, I brought the full definition so I could read it to you exactly. Unified field, the space in which we all exist and have our being, all around us. Thoughts do not travel. There is no time and space in the unified field. It seems to be simultaneous transmission when a sympathetic vibration is stimulated. Everything affects the whole. And this is an area of study that I know a little about. Little, meaning little. They're really exploring this idea that the minute a thought is emitted, it is simultaneously received by all sentient beings in that unified field that are cued to that frequency. There are a lot of tests being done on this. You can research it. But let's look at the hypotheses of it. If we want peace on earth, is that our goal? Okay. When we act in a non-peaceful way, in a unified field, we have just added energy and invested energy in discomfort. When we act in a peaceful way, a harmonious way, well, I may not agree with you. I can certainly not agree with you. I may not agree with you, but I certainly allow you your choice, and I'm going to invest my energy over here where I resonate more freely. When I do that and I send out a thought that I am free to choose and support my life, and it hits that field, what does that do to the whole? Does that not invest energy in everyone having the freedom to do that? Personal responsibility is immense if we really knew how impactful we are as human beings. Yet, if we really just walk in love, then there is really nothing to worry about, because then everything comes through that vein of love. All right. We affect the whole. We can help 10,000 souls. It's pretty good, huh? We can help 10,000 souls. I cannot know peace in my world, peace in the world, until there is peace in my world. I cannot know peace in the world until there is peace in my world. Everybody, do you feel that? All right. So how do we get there? So everything that agitates me helps me grow. It's showing me something I need to change. It's bringing about an awareness that I'm uncomfortable with. And every time I follow my guidance, I grow. It's helping me to express beyond my beliefs. So the agitation shows me a belief that doesn't serve me. And that beautiful guidance shows me a new belief I might have. Changing my boundaries, doing something new and different that I wouldn't normally, by the history of my nature, do. So, we can walk in the energy of being agitated, which looks like an adversary, or we can walk in the energy of guidance, which looks like an angel. And sometimes in our world, because we know we need to purify, we know we need to become more clear, more centered, more able to create what we want. You look at your world exactly now, you've exactly created that. Who was thinking that? It was me. Oh my goodness. That was me over there too. Oh, but here I'm really good. Good for me. I'm going to stay right there and not look at anything else. And that's what we do. We stick in the pocket that's working for us and we put the blinds on. Okay. Then we have one of our beautiful friends who loves us dearly come up and become our adversary. And they agitate us and they say, hey, you're not looking at this spot over here. No, I'm perfect right where I am. Yes, you are. But over here, you're not that agitator. And that very same person. You could be getting your guidance, getting your meditation, feeling like you need to do something. That very same person could come to you and say something beautiful and harmonious and go, I got that meditation today. You're a channel for me. Thank you so much, my angel. A.K.A. Patrick. Patrick is my agitator, my adversary, and my angel. Patrick is my partner. He shows me everything that I don't like about myself, and he does it beautifully. And I would love to tell you that our harmoniously and peacefully, when he shows me these things, says, I say, thank you. I don't. When I am in my will, which is meaning I'm doing what I want to do, and he is in his will, which means he's doing what he wants to do in the outer world, our will. When I'm in my will, my ego is not far behind. My ego is how I navigate through matter. When I am in my will, and remember, my will, not my guidance, my will, and he is in his will, Patrick, my partner, we do not resonate probably 70% of the time. And we've been together 27 years. 70% of the time we clash. Because his way and my way are totally different. I mean, he can sleep in any ghost-infested hotel anywhere in the world. Not bother him one iota. No, not so here. And if I have to camp out, and rough it and take a shower outdoors and stuff, I'm good. The whole time I'm saying, God, why am I going through this? What am I supposed to learn here? So do you think I choose that? No. No. So the way we navigate through the world in our personal wills, we would become agitators, we would become adversaries, big time. But if one of us is in our heart, if he's in his will and I'm in my heart, I can be the angel. If I'm in my will and he's in his heart, he becomes my angel. Oh, honey, it's not that bad. Oh, it's okay. I always tell every man in the world, you need to just learn one thing. Little boys need to learn this. You need to learn to put your arm around your female and you need to say, it's okay. Baby, we're going to get through this. That's all she needs to hear. It's all, every woman is shaking her head. And they're not looking at me, but the women are going, absolutely true. And in that moment, you are the angel to the troubled one. You are the support. Aggravators, adversaries, divine guidance, angelic beings. We have called them forth to help us grow. Do you understand? To help us grow. So we can see what we need to change. And there are so many times that I do get very verbal. And I have a strong personality. So if I'm really, 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 really aggravated, and I'll be raising my voice a little bit, and I'll be talking to Patrick, and I will, in the middle of all of it, say, and I know it's all inside of me. And I know I need to go meditate right now to heal this. But I make sure I slide him before I leave. Now, you would say that means, Cindy, you're not a very peaceful person. And in those moments, I am not. But I am on the road to becoming. We are on the road to becoming, to understanding. When we are agitated, the universe is showing us a belief that doesn't serve us. When we are guided, do you know how often you buck your guidance? You get the beautiful download. You need to apply for that job. Oh, you need to go buy that car. Oh, you need to go hug that person. Oh, you need to call your mom. That's a good guidance, by the way. Do you see? And then you don't do it. If you do not follow the guidance when it's seeking to teach you to expand your boundaries, and you do not follow the guidance the next time it's seeking you to expand your boundaries, and you do not follow the guidance the next time it's seeking to expand your boundaries, what are you calling forth but an adversary to kick open your boundaries? All so you can learn how to live harmoniously with yourself. Also, you can let go the fear, let go the pain, begin to shine your light so that it vibrates harmoniously with the world. Living in peace, consciously seeking to harmonize. Consciously seeking to harmonize. I want you to remember that the next time the adversary shows up. And I want you to remember that the next time the guidance comes to you and you go, whoa, that is way too big for me. Opportunities to grow. They will keep coming back. I don't think it's 3 and you're done. I think they'll keep coming back and coming back and coming back. They'll get smaller and smaller because the universe says, oh, you can't handle that? Let me give you something littler. Can you handle this? Okay, something littler. And then the growth becomes slower. Why am I talking about you when our topic is peace on earth? Peace, world peace. Our topic is world peace. Because until I have peace within me, there will not be peace in my planet. Till there is peace within me. Can you imagine our world if we had peace? Can you imagine the people lovingly working in harmony with each other? Everybody would be giving their gift. We wouldn't be, we'd still help each other. Someone would be stronger here, someone would be stronger there. Our countries would work in harmony. It would be win-win. Everybody would be glad they gave. I'm glad I'm giving for the good of the whole. That's my payoff. You know, but as I give, there's a law. I will receive, but I'm not doing it to receive. I know I will receive, but I'm doing it because I want to. I want to share. I want to be a part of a beautiful flow of energy. Peace on earth. Do you think we'll stop growing if we learn to have peace on earth? Don't you think there's another layer we could move to, another greater idea we could expand and start creating at a level we haven't even begun to think about? Human potential to become divine. Not to get off the planet. And that should not be our goal. Our goal is to become the perfect children of God in this beautiful vehicle that we can create in. Not just to look for our exit. Truth is, you don't want to know where your exit is. But the truth is, if you did, today might be more important. You're eternal. This life may not be. But you are. And you came with a list of things to do. When you start getting about the Father's business in you, which is getting about the business you came to do, you will live in peace. Because your focus is on you. Healing you. Okay, did I get too heavy on you then? All right. So, got a couple little guidelines for you. Tools for peace. You ready? How do we create peace? Number 1. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. If you're holding any grudge against yourself, if you've got aught against yourself, if you are bad in any way, I mean, I could ask you if you're bad in any way, and if you were honest, every single person would raise their hand. And then I would say to every single person, forgive that. You did it. This doesn't mean having an experience that brought you something you do not want any longer doesn't mean you're bad. It means you made a choice that brought you to something you don't want to experience anymore. You should be wise, not bad. Do you understand? Okay. Forgive yourself. Forgive. Number 2, release attachments to the outcome. If I'm going to work in harmony with another person, do I know what they're bringing to the table? No. But if I'm going to harmonize with them, and they're going to harmonize with me, we're going to bring unique sounds, tones, and energies. Something fabulous could be created that I can't create in and of myself, and they can't create in and of themselves. But what if I have an outcome attachment? Okay, I'm going to do this, and you're going to bring your gift, and you're going to do that right there. And then it's going to look like that right here. Now, am I harmonizing? What would we call that? I'm controlling. It's so familiar, isn't it? Harmonizing means we don't have an expectation to the outcome. We allow it to become what it needs to become. Bringing the best of me, the best of them, it's in God's hands, and it becomes even greater. You see? Releasing attachment to the outcome. All right. And that replaces it with a goal of peace and love. When I'm bringing the best of me and you the best of you, we're going to have love as an outcome. All right, forgive yourself. I'm going to recap for you. Forgive yourself. Release attachments to the outcome. And number 3. Know that you are as important as every other cell in the macrocosm. Do you realize that the macrocosm is only a unit comprised of cells? There is no big thing. It is a unit comprised of cells, each individual vibrating, everyone affecting each other. You are as important as every other cell. Can you believe that? Mm-hmm. You're important. Does that give you world dominance? Does that mean you are smarter than anybody? No. It means you're important. They are too. When we really honor and respect the value of each other, the human life. All right. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. When one is in peace, all can be in peace. We have this beautiful, beautiful energy to affect. And we all have issues that we need to let go of. One life can affect 10,000 souls. The will to love can create peace on earth. When the will has become one with the heart, the will to love can create peace on earth. Sounds so simple, doesn't it? Okay, we have mighty energy here today. We are beautiful beings of light. So shall we create some peace?
Yes.
Let's just go within. Let's put your feet on the floor. God, we open our hearts, our Father, our Mother. We open our hearts and we ask that your infinite love pour into this space. And I would invite each one of you, just see a beautiful column of light that comes over you. And we're just going to do some really quick house cleaning. I want you to see a light surrounding you that just kind of separates you from the person next to you, and it has its own color, its own energy. Let it begin to vibrate. And for this moment in time, feel a beautiful sweeping energy of white light coming from the heart of God through the top of your head all the way through your body. And let that beautiful energy of acceptance of self move through you. In this moment, I accept myself. Let all judgment abate. Any criticisms, just let it stop. In this moment, I accept myself. And when you can feel it, I want you to say, okay, out loud. Okay. Now see, in the center of our room, above where you sit, a beautiful, beautiful cloud of golden light. And I want you to imagine that you can put yourself into that cloud of light, and as you do, you see everyone joining you there. Everyone in this room is joining that beautiful energy of light. Can you feel it getting crowded? Mm-hmm. I accept myself. Therefore, I accept each person in this light. I want you to just send that idea of acceptance. I accept each person in this light, whether I know them or not. I accept them. And I want you to feel the energy beginning to get strong. And now I want you to send forth the thought. I honor the beautiful light that each person is. I see their beautiful uniqueness. And just let that thought move around this space. Almost as if you can sense the energy and identity of each other. I honor the beautiful light that you are. And in this moment, now that we're together, imagine we can all make a great circle holding hands. I choose peace. Peace in my soul and peace for everyone in this circle. I choose to relate harmoniously with life. And feel the energy getting stronger and stronger. Just imagine it going around our circle, getting stronger and stronger. Stronger and brighter. Feel the presence of Jesus Christ standing in our circle with us. And take a breath and let's send this energy to our planet, to all of our brothers and sisters wherever they might be. I choose peace. And just send that beautiful energy that we've just created and just imagine that it can engulf the globe. I choose peace. Can you feel it? Mm-hmm. God, we thank you that our love can impact all. Take a breath and just gently bring yourself back down to your chair. Feel the love in your heart. God, I ask that you bless each one as they go forth in their world. I ask that they find that beauty of their own essence reflected all around them. And in this moment, we thank you that peace becomes a possibility for each one of our hearts and for the world. And so it is. Thank you. Take a breath. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Look around at each other. You've just been holding hands in the sky. Do you feel a little more connected?
Yes.
All right. So, this concludes our month walk on the goal of peace. Never forget it is a verb. It is not a byproduct of any energy. It is an action. It is not a lack of conflict. It is an action. And next time you see something that makes you uncomfortable, thank it for appearing before you. And find a way to find peace. Change what you need to change. Your goal to be harmonious with life. Say, yay, God.
Yay, God.